Hello. Here at the Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection, we recognize people who help us identify and sometimes solve scams. Today, I'm with Kenneth DiMatteo. Welcome, Mr. DiMatteo. Can you tell us about your scam?
There were so many in this week of this that I received this check in the mail. I hope I remember them all. I opened up this letter, and there was a letter in there telling me I've won an amount of money, and the check was for like $7,000 or something, made payable to me, Bank of America. It had an address on there for the company that's giving me the check, and then there was a Publishers Clearinghouse logo on the letter. And I said, oh wow, Publishers Clearinghouse, I buy things from them all the time. Maybe I did win this, $1,000 a week for life. So I looked carefully at it again, and I said, why would somebody send this to me? And Publishers Clearinghouse would show up at my door. They wouldn't be doing this with a letter and a check. And I believe they told me that what they wanted me to do is deposit the check in my checking account, and then of course it would bounce later on, but they would have access to my account. Then they could go in and do something with my checking account, steal money out of it. In the same week, I got two other Publishers Clearinghouse phone calls. Then I got another one where they disabled my Facebook account and told me to call this number, and then they'd solve the problem. So I called the number. It looked like they were affiliated with Facebook, but they weren't. It was a scam. And they said that they could fix this, and I said, oh, okay, fix it. So it took them 2 days, but I believe they finally fixed it. And then they wanted to bill me for $599 for fixing it. So anyway, I had to close my checking account, open up a new checking account, and it was a real hassle, but at least I didn't get taken.
So what you're describing are scammers using legitimate companies to scam consumers, basically.
Yeah, the letter looked really realistic because it had the Publishers Clearinghouse logo. I know, I've ordered things from them in the past. And it had the same thing with phone calls that I get. I'm getting phone calls with a 301 number, and yet they're not legitimate. And it's amazing. In that 1 week, I think I had 4 or 5 different scam attempts on my accounts, on my Facebook, on my legitimate bank accounts, etc. So I'm glad I called the Office of Consumer Protection.
We're glad that you called also, and we find that these checks actually are deposited and cleared through the bank for a short period of time.
Well, I knew it was an attempt to try to get my bank account, somehow to get to my bank account, so luckily it never happened, and it turned out okay for me.
Great. So, Mr. DiMatteo, for your efforts, our office would like to award you with the Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection Scambuster Award.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for all your help.
Remember, consumer scams come in all forms. It could be a phone call or an email or even a door-to-door salesperson. If you think you have uncovered a scam or fraudulent activity, please contact our office.